Hey guys, today's daily devotion comes to us out of James chapter 1 verse 15, and it says, "When the lust hath conceived, it bringeth forth sin, and sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death." James tells us how sin develops. It first starts with desire or a lust, then leads to sinful actions, and if left unchecked, it'll develop into a spiritual death. This verse shows us the dangerous progression of sin from temptation to destruction, urging believers to stop sin in the desire stage before it grows into something even worse. As Christians, why do we feel it's so important to resist temptation? I mean, after all, Christ forgave all of our sins, right? He wiped them out completely. It is true that if we confess our sins, he is faithful and righteous to forgive our sins and cleanse us from all unrighteousness. That's what it talks about in 1 John chapter 1 verse 9. However, when we engage in these sinful behaviors, it still carries out consequences that aren't that easy to erase, some of which can be devastating for other people as well. I mean, for example, if you think about it, you can receive forgiveness for adultery from Jesus, but that relationship with your spouse is terribly damaged, or your significant other if you're not married. In giving into this temptation, you may harm your future in ways that are difficult to bear. In a moment of temptation, never ever gloss over the destructive consequences of sin with a naive justification, such as it wasn't that bad, it's not that bad of a sin, and it's not going to hurt anybody, or I can quit whenever I want. I mean, we hear that all the time from people who have addiction issues. And each time that you are tested and that you overcome, you exercise your spiritual muscles in order to develop them for success in the future. It's going to be easier to give in to fight temptation later. I almost say give in, but it's going to be easier to fight temptation and sinful actions later as you develop your spiritual muscles. But that's why it's so important. I hope this helps you, and I hope you have a wonderful day.